Hello guys, welcome to the OSSR show. Guys, I'm so excited, I'm excited all the time. Guys, we're going to have some fun today, guys. Loads of learning, loads of just thinking outside the box and doing things differently, guys. I hope you are ready, guys. There is no stopping me. Come on, let's go!
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act, girl. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore.
Okay guys, as I said, we're going to be learning loads of stuff. As you know, I spoke about the importance of anxieties in part 1. Now we're going to be covering part 2 and talking about moods and how people are in moods and how we can help them and help ourselves at the same time. It's going to be great fun. Come on.
Ain't no stopping us now. A negative vibe, and if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together, we're gonna polish up our act. Well, and if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore.
So, just like to give a massive shout out to Dave Peacekeeper. What a set, absolutely brilliant. And guys, I'm going to try and continue that with you. Guys, a lot's happened. We've spoken about loads of things to do with anxiety, etc. But let's get you thinking about thinking outside the box. I think that's the important thing. Come on.
No. We're moving, we're grooving. Stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. We got the groove.
Okay, guys. So I just mentioned thinking outside the box. It reminded me of a quote by Albert Einstein. He said, "You cannot solve a problem on the same level in which it occurred." And I think really that's what my show's about, really. It's about getting you thinking outside the box, kind of thinking differently about the challenges you've got, and hopefully getting you in that mindset to make you realise that, you know, change is possible. But we're going to have some fun, guys. Yeah!
No, don't try to stop us. No. Got the groove.
Okay, guys, so what's been happening? Oh my goodness, guys, this week on the 26th of November, Matt Hancock, bless his little socks, he came up with all the tiers, didn't he? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. I think loads of people just having tiers full stop. But guys, if you're in Tier 1, in other words, if you're in the Isle of Wight, you're laughing. Who's in the Isle of Wight? I don't know. People out there listening in the Isle of Wight, I hope you're having a good time. But guys, that's not many people. If you're in Tier 2, which is really most of London, this is obviously for the people that are in London, those that are listening abroad. We have a tier system. Tier 1 is the softer tier options. Tier 2 is really London and most of the London area. But Tier 3, it's the northeast, yes, and a lot of stress and a lot of problems up there. So guys, really my show, hopefully, and OSR in general, guys, are there to really pick you up to make a difference for yourself, guys, and we're going to have some fun doing it. Let's have some fun, yeah? Now I'm going to give my shouts out now before I actually forget them. Sib, massive shout out to her. She's a busy young lady doing loads of online training. She's explaining to me today, but thank you for listening in. Massive shout out for Graham Harris. This man's always sharing my posts on Facebook. Thank you very much indeed. Big shout out to Carol Lilly. Again, the support. She's doing some great stuff. I'll talk about her a little later on. And it's my daughter's birthday on Monday. She is 8. She's been telling me since she was 7 that she was 8, and I'm telling you, like a couple of days after she was 7. So I love her lots, and I hope you have a tremendous day, and I'm looking forward for us meeting up. So let's have a chat, guys. Last week, or the week before last, I spoke about anxiety and gave you loads of tips around anxiety. I spoke about the importance of realising that anxiety happens in different ways. I spoke about worry, and I spoke about the worry tree, overcoming anxiety and different techniques. I also spoke about metacognition, yeah, how we can look at things from outside the box and getting us looking at things differently. I also spoke about the 24-hour positivity change. Now, those that haven't heard any of that, guys, no problem. Just go to Orange Online Learning and you can see those videos. Also, if you go to Facebook, you can also see those videos as well. So guys, it's all about learning. It's all about OSSR. It's all about making a difference. Now, talk about making a difference. I was talking to my friend. I'm always talking to people. Only 2-3 days ago, actually. And he said to me, Steve, you're a speaker. I said, yes, I am. And he said, well, what's the track that you would love to kind of step out to? Do you know what I mean? As you step onto the stage and you're just about to speak. And I had to have a long think about it, and I thought about a situation, true story. I was up in central London, very, very posh. I think I was brought in last minute, to be honest with you. But I walked in, everyone their bow ties and everything, and I'd had my track sorted out to what I was going to play. Now let me just explain to you, these people were very, very, very posh. I didn't know what track to drop, but do you know what? All of a sudden it came to me. I said to the guy, can you play this track? He said to me, are you sure? I said, yes, play it. He said, mate, I don't know if it's going to go down well. I said, mate, play it. Mate, this is the track I played. Oh, love it. Yeah. Woohoo!
Who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels got blocks, who mostly Gucci down to the blue top. The same old pimp, Mace, you know ain't nothing changed but my limp. Can't stop till I see my name on the blimp. Guarantee me and shells pull a level up. You don't believe in Harlem World, nigga, double up. We don't play around, it's a bet, lay it down. Niggas didn't know me 91, bet they know me now. I'm the young Harlem nigga with the Goldie sound. Can't no PD, niggas hold me down. Cooler, school me to the game, now I know my duty. Stay humble, stay low, blow like Hootie. True pimp, niggas spin no dough on the woody. When you yell, there go Mace, there go your cutie. I know you rather see me die than see me fly. I call all the shots, rip all the spots, rock all the rocks, and cop all the drops. I know you thinking now when all the ball is stopped. Nigga never home, gotta call me on the yacht. 10 years from now, we'll still be on top. Yo, I thought I told you that we won't stop. Now what you gonna do with a crew that got money much much longer than yours, and a team much stronger than yours. Violate me, this will be your day. We don't play, mess around with DOA. Be on your way, cause it ain't enough time here. Ain't enough time here for you to shine here. Deal with many women, but treat down's fair. And I'm bigger than the city lights down in Times Square. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
PPA, no info for the DEA. Federal agents mad cause I flagrant. Tap myself and the phone in the basement. My team supreme, stay clean. Triple beam, miracle dream. I be that. Catch a seat at all events bent. Cats in holsters, girls on shoulders. Playboy, I told ya, me and Mike to me, bruise too much, I lose too much. Step on stage, the girls boo too much. I guess it's cause you run with lame dudes too much. Me lose my touch, never that. If I did, ain't no problem to get the gap where the true players at. Throw your rollies in the sky, waving side to side, and keep your hands high while I give your girl an eye. Play it please, lyrically, nigga C, B.I.G.B. flossing, jig on the cover of Fortune, 500. Here's my phone number, your man, I got the know, I got the dough, got the flow down, pizzat, platinum plus, like Zizak, dangerous on Trizak, leave your ass pizzat.
Notorious B.I.G. Thank you for the update, Tamara. She is from North Yorkshire, Harrogate, saying she's in tier 2. So it's not all up north. But guys, let's just put it this way. It's a challenging time for all of us, isn't it? And I think it's one of those things now we've got to start looking at dealing with what is. I think someone said that to me the other day. Steve, it is what it is and we've got to deal with it. So guys, let's move on. And let's look at where we're at the moment. Now, I spoke about the importance of anxiety last week and week before last. But now, I'm going to kind of give you some tips and techniques around looking at moods. Now, I think mood in itself, you know, the word mood, you know, I'd probably say it sounds like maybe a soft description for a situation. Oh, he's in a mood or whatever. But I think it's far more serious than that. So let's just break this down a little bit, guys. So thinking about moods, thinking about how we are as individuals, what actually gets you into the mood? What gets you kind of angry? What gets you annoyed? I read this as a definition. Mood is description of an emotion, not necessarily negative. So you think about it. Whenever you say, oh, he's in a mood, what's the first thing you think? It's a negative. It's like the word attitude. If someone said to you, oh, that guy over there's got an attitude, you automatically think it's a negative. It's not. It's what's been created. So first of all, defining a mood is just an emotion. You can actually have a good mood as well as a bad mood. So it's important to really be able to differentiate, and it's so important to realise that the moods we have make a massive difference. Now on the back of that track that I dropped earlier on, right, the Notorious B.I.G., people, post in, send in a message, what track would be your intro track? Yeah, so if you were walking in, yeah, on a big stage or whatever, what would be your track? Guys, the chat room is open. Pinging some ideas. My phone's over as well. Everyone knows my link on Facebook as well. Just put, what would be your track? What would be your intro track? I want you to think about it because it's important, because I think a track or whatever you play determines maybe the mindset you're in or the type of person you're in. So please ping over, what would be your track? I'm interested to hear. Yeah, very important. So let's move on. Now what's very important, I'll give a big shout out to my mate. He's actually on his first date. I'm not going to say his name because I'll just embarrass him, but he said to me, Steve, I'm excited about it. I think he left at 1 o'clock and he's messaged me to say he's doing well and it's going well, so I'm pleased about that. And I asked him, what does he really want in a person? He said to me, Steve, they have to be real. And it makes sense to me, and I thought, you know what, this track by Mary J. Blige probably sums up all about being real. Take it away, Mary. 5. Absolutely love it. Just got a message through from Simon. He said Guns N' Navarone by the Specials. That's going back in time. That's a two-tone day, sir. But no, if that's the track that kind of stimulates you, fair enough. So guys, let's now look at moods and what moods are. Like I said, someone could be in a positive mood as well as a negative mood, and it's really important. So what causes our moods? What causes them? So let's just kind of give you 4 or 5 reasons where you can have a mood. So we're now talking about a negative mood now. So move aside the positive and the negative. So the first one is irritability, all right, which is one. Lack of sleep, which is another one, yeah. Stress, which is another one. Low blood sugar, which is the 4th one. And then the 5th one, hormonal changes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take each of those and look at in detail to how you can become irritable and how you can overcome that, how you can improve your sleep, yeah, and make sure you're not maybe so irritable, how you can overcome stress. Also, low blood sugar. Now, I'm no doctor, but I've done a bit of research on how you can make sure that doesn't occur. And then the hormonal changes is when we talk about teenagers. So, guys, as you can see, there's a lot to talk about. And also, we're going to talk about how we can actually deal with that. Now, I want to make you feel good, and that's really what this session is all about, guys. So, let's make you feel good. Enjoy. Let's go. Shout 'em out.
I won't waste your time. I just wanna practice. baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel so forget about what she did wrong. Oh, baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Love that is oh so strong. I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Won't you let me make
Doesn't that song sum up this radio station? Yeah, want to make you feel good. Now, Sib, thank you so much for your track that you had come onto the stage. You gave me two. Would be Pharrell Williams with Happy. I agree on that one. And R. Kelly, Step to the Left in the Name of Love. I think she means, yeah, step to the left and step to the right. Guys, it's amazing, isn't it, how music can have a massive effect. She's also said, Barry White. Yeah, Barry White as well. I'm not sure about that one. And Santana. She's flowing, isn't she? With the Salsa song by Santana. I know that one, Salsa by Santana. I know that one. So music can have a massive effect on our moods, dare I say. All right? So let's now, first of all, take our first one. Being irritable. Now, what causes us to be irritable? That's the question. Now, first of all, I want to give you a tip on being irritable and what possible causes can make this occur and hopefully help you. Cortisol. Cortisol is a chemical in the brain. Yeah? Now, what it does, it's part of the fight or flight chemical. Now, back in the Neanderthal days when we were cavemen and cavewomen, all we knew was about fighting or flighting, in other words, running. Now, this chemical, cortisol, was the chemical that helped us react very quickly. Okay? Now, obviously, now we're living in modern times, but that chemical is still there. And what cortisol can do, it can help you act very quickly, but it can also put you on edge. And I think part of the reason why you feel irritable is high levels of cortisol in the body. In other words, stress builds up because you need to be doing stuff and you're not doing it. And this is where the stress builds in. Now, what I'm going to do is give a little remedy in order to reduce cortisol. Lavender oil. I don't know if you've ever tried lavender oil, but it is just amazing. Amazing. What it does, you can put it in your water, you can put it on your pillow. It's amazing. Lavender oil, really, really good. Also, guys, kind of listening to soothing music. Now, in the background, you can probably hear Angie Stone, and one of the reasons I'm doing that, because as I'm talking to you, hopefully, with my voice and the music in the background, is more of a soothing effect. You see what I mean? So cortisol levels tend to reduce. So cortisol levels, guys, just to rectify with you, it's your fight or flight chemical, and that often makes us feel very, very irritable. So the lavender oil, the soothe music is very important. I also read this morning drinking a lot of water can also help the flow in the systems in the body. So overcoming being irritable, guys, there's loads of other reasons. I'm going to give you a few more after this next track, but I want you to start realising that you can make the difference. And really, it's about realising that all the things that happen in life is all about what you can do for yourself. And I love this particular tune because what it does, it gets me to realise that there are many things we have to pay for, but there's many other things in life that are free. And it's my main man, it's Luther Vandross. Sir, please take this track away.
My heart open, hoping you won't stab me in it. 'Cause I've been in love before, and when I had to pay, I did it. I lose my sanity, trying to measure your intention. What do you want from me? How much will it be?
No more than you're willing to do. Sure ain't nothing for this good love.
Alright, and I won't make you promises. I'll just do all I can to be your lover.
Now that I've discovered what you need to do.
Don't you know it?
The best
you never had. A lot of bone structure, I can make it laugh. A minute to win it, I defeel the path.
Material, imperial, so kick the info. You know, I know it's not about the dough. So baby, if you wanna be my lady, I'll forget the riches and the other itches.
More money, more money.
Sienna Luther, here we go.
More money, more money.
Sienna Lewis, here we go.
More money, more money.
Live the bow, here we go. Ralph T.
The best things in life are for free.
No more than you're willing to give. You won't pay me nothing for that kind loving. It's for free. Yeah.
Mama says, you see,
I'm gonna be, we're gonna be, I'm gonna be the very best I can to be your lover, 'cause I understand.
in life are free. Now that I've discovered what you mean to me. Wait a minute. I still don't think they've got it. Let's tell them one more time. Check it out. Everybody needs to know that.
Great feedback. Thank you so much for the messages, Sib as well. Great messages. It's all about when I think you're feeling irritable, it is all about looking at why you're feeling so overwhelmed. So one of the first tips I gave was about the cortisol and the kind of stuff that you can eat and drink. But this is the second thing I'd like you to do. Now, you've probably heard me say this many a times in my my talks on Facebook and also on the radio station, is start writing down how you're feeling. Okay, so obviously you're feeling irritable for whatever reason, but write it down. You've heard me say numerous times that geniuses think on paper, and yes, you are a genius. Write it down. Write down how you feel. All right. Also, share it with someone that you can trust. So we're now talking about irritability. Why do you feel irritated? And it's not often the emotion; it's what is driving the emotion. Dr. Wayne Dyer once said that if you get stung by a scorpion, it's not the actual bite that actually kills you. It's the flow of poison that comes after the bite. Does that make sense? So irritable behaviour is the actual bite, but what's actually happening is something deep down inside has caused that. Yeah? So this is important to write it down. Write it down. You've heard me say many a times. Why do you feel irritable? What are the things that irritate you? As soon as it comes out of your head, and we have like 50,000 thoughts a day, believe it or not, and can you believe it that 80% of them are the same thoughts we had the day before? So it's very important, guys, to get it written down, so at least you can have a look of what's going on in your life. And what it does, it helps you to put that brake on. Yeah? So again, feeling moody comes from loads of things which can set that off. The next thing is the medical reasons. Now, as I stated earlier, I'm not a doctor. However, being aware of the type of a person perhaps you might be suffering from, some tests you might have to take, is very important to be aware of it. What's very important as well is the condition I read, it was about 6 or 7 months ago, called generalized anxiety disorder. 20% of adults have this, and it tends to occur over a 6-month period. Now, it's not for me to kind of scaremonger or get anyone worried about anything, but it's worth finding out a little bit about this, yeah? Because once you find out about it, at least it can alleviate a worry, or maybe then you can deal with it, okay? So that is being irritable. Looking at cortisol, also looking at possible medical conditions that you might have. Now, dare I say, this might not be a fix, but I think Blackstreet might have something to say about it.
If you need a fix,
Yeah. If you need a fix, baby,
And you
I
say
got it.
Blackstreet,
I wanna
and you
give it to
say,
you.
and clap
I
your
wanna go
hand, just
on
clap
and
your
on
hand, just clap your
and give you
hand, just
more.
clap.
Oh, sugar girl, you sexy thing. I like the way you swing. I always wanna be your lover. I always wanna be your lover. You can call me if you need a fix or two. Girl, you know how we do. I cry
give you what you need.
If you need a fix,
Baby, you know I can give you
You don't have to worry, I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
It's time for you to be my girl.
Come on.
It's time for you to be my girl. We've been knowing each other for some time, girl. And I don't know what I'd do without you.
if you need a fix,
I need a fix, you need a fix, girl.
Yeah.
if you want a fix,
I can give you what you
wanna give it to
need.
if you need a fix,
Baby, you know I can give you more than
I can give it to you, baby.
Get down, get down.
Get down, baby.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I can give it to you, baby.
I can give it to you.
Down, baby.
Take it to the
If you
bridge.
need a fix,
Oh,
I can give it to you.
oh, yeah.
If you need a fix,
Oh,
I can give it to you. I can be your candy man.
I can be your candy man. Oh, yeah.
I can be your candy man.
I can be.
If you need a fix,
Let me be the one you call on.
if you want a fix,
I wanna be your candy man, yeah.
if you need a fix,
Baby, you know I'll give you
if you need a fix,
Let me be the one you call on.
if you want a fix,
I wanna be the one you need.
if you need a fix,
Can do it all night long, girl. I wanna go on and on and on and on.
And you say Black Street, clap your hands, just
Black Street.
Black Streets.
Need a fix, guys. I love that tune. And it's one of those tunes I've not heard for such a long while. And I was going through my record collection. I thought that is such an ideal track for really what we're talking about, really, because nothing is an actual fix. It what actually works for you. So just as a very brief recap, guys, we spoke about the importance, and it's very important to be realize that being irritable is can make a massive effect to so many of us. And I think when you're especially around people that maybe can be irritable as well, I'm going to talk about how to deal with people that are irritable around you. So first of all, guys, let's break down what I've spoken about so far. I've just spoke about how we can overcome those moods that are really pulling us down, and I think I gave you 5 kind of examples of what can pull you down. I've done irritability, to kind of get you think about what makes us irritable. I spoke about cortisol. I then touched on like medical conditions. Is it something within yourself, and are you suffering from this GAD I spoke about, generalized anxiety disorder? 20% of adults are suffering from that, and it normally occurs after or over 6 months. I mean, we've been in this lockdown now for nearly 9 months, Don't like labelling things, but maybe this is something within you that, again, you could look into. Again, I'm no specialist, but it's something to do. Let's move on to the next one. Another reason why someone could be irritable is the lack of sleep. Now, it's important, isn't it? Because obviously, as we're sleeping, the body's recovering. The National Sleep Foundation did a study, and what they found is that 11% of Brits sleep soundly at night. 11%. And the average person only sleeps 6 hours per night. Now that is below the average. The average should be between 7 and 9 hours. Now, yes, there could be 101 reasons why you're unable to sleep. However, it's something fun to think about, isn't it? Now, whilst you're thinking about that, guys, and what I want you to start thinking about is what the reasons that you don't sleep, I'm going to drop down Maze and Frankie Beverly. Take it away. Woo.
pacify my heart while I'm alone. I don't like being alone. The things we did this time of love we never done before. You made some changes in my head. I don't feel the same no more. Tell me it's not make-believe, this feeling that you show to comfort me, my love, while I'm alone. I don't like being alone. Just think the times you left before and me burning up inside. Something I can't see no more, not for my foolish pride. Please stay with me, honey, all the times when you're not home, to pacify my heart while I'm alone. I don't like being alone. Hey, I don't like it being alone. I can't stand it being alone. Oh baby, oh baby,
Thank you very much indeed. A big shout out for the LinkedIn people that are listening. Really appreciate that. And the people from Facebook, I do appreciate that as well. Also, big shout out for my brother. Thank you so much indeed. And for Paul McCann. Thank you so much for listening in. So, what are we at? We're talking about sleep. All right. So, this is like the second part of how to kind of change our moods and try to move into that positive mindset of mood. So let's have a quick look and just see how we can do that. Sleep. Let's see how we can sleep. I know some people don't have any problem sleeping, but I've done my research, and a lot of things I try to bring to this show is not just stuff that I've learned, and I've been speaking for like over 20 years now, but stuff that I've researched, and I just think it then adds value, to the show, and hopefully you can go away and use some of the ideas I've spoken about. So the first thing, I did some research from the National Sleep Foundation. They said the most important thing is to lower your temperature. How many times have you kind of snuck into bed and it's nice and warm, and the heat's around the room, and you've got your thick quilt on, and you're snuggling up, and some of you might say you'll fall asleep, but what they actually say is that your body needs to cool down. And often the body is actually too hot. Now you might feel comfortable, you might be saying, oh, I'm loving this, but the reality is the body is possibly too hot. I want you to think about that, because when I read this, I actually thought about this actually, and I used to love the whole concept of kind of getting under the warm quilt and the room's warm as well, and there has been times I've had problems sleeping. So bearing this in mind is that the body needs to be cool in order for it to get into that mindset of falling asleep. It really makes you realise that around you can make a massive difference for this to happen. And I thought I'd drop this track. I thought this track, if there's any track that's going to help you to sleep, it's got to be this track. Oh, not heard it for a while. Barbra Streisand, Take This Away. Absolutely love it.
don't be mean in the middle, there's danger in the dark.
You gotta be a leader.
Making it right to be out in the cold.
You gotta be a leader.
And you got a reason for living, you ran along. With the love you're building up, you gotta be mine. We take it away. It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time. And we got nothing to be guilty of. Our love will climb any mountain, near or far. We are, and we never let it end. We are devotion, and we got nothing to be sorry for. Our love is one in a million. Eyes can't see that we
Got a highway to the sky. I don't wanna hear your goodbye.
don't wanna be your goodbye. I don't wanna hear your. And we got nothing to be guilty of. Our love,
Many mountains, near or far. We are, and we never let it end.
we never.
Your devotion,
And we got nothing to be
sorry
sorry for.
Our love is one in a million. Eyes can see
that we
got a highway to the sky.
Beautiful tune. What a beautiful tune. That's just timeless, that tune, isn't it? Absolutely timeless. So, guys, we're talking about sleep. Sarah Lee, thank you for joining me. Appreciate your message. Now, guys, we're talking about sleep. Now, one of the biggest challenges I think a lot of us are facing, and we've heard it said many a times, is that, you know, getting to sleep is one of those things where it's linked with that whole feeling of just not being able to just settle yourself, yeah? And that's where your mood can be generated, yeah? So we spoke about the temperature of your room. What's the temperature of a room? I mean, are you going to bed and it's just too hot? Often you don't think about it because, again, it's getting under the sheets and feeling comfortable, but maybe it is too hot, okay? The next thing to try, which is, I just love this one, is when you wake up, you know, we wake up in the middle of the night, yeah, go to the toilet or whatever. What they recommend, and I love it, is not to look at your clock. Because that's what we do, don't we? We get up and you'll think, oh my gosh, it's 2:30. Yeah, go to the toilet, come back. And what they're saying of people that don't settle at night is that in your mind, you're now thinking, oh my gosh, it's 2:30. I've got to get up at 5 o'clock. What's going on? I can't get to sleep. This is ridiculous. 2 o'clock. And lo and behold, what happens is your mind is then taken up with the thought of being 2:30, yeah? So what they were recommending, and I just love this, is don't look at the clock. Now, if your timer's set in the morning, it's not a problem, is it? Because you're going to get up at whatever time to go to work. But don't look at the clock. And I love that concept because the times where I have actually struggled to sleep, I'll be honest with you, I have looked at that clock and I thought of the clock, and then I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I've only got 3 hours to go, so I'll go back, you know, get ready to go to work. So, think very carefully about what you're feeding into your mind when you are trying to get some sleep. So the first thing, guys, the temperature of the room. How hot is it? If it's too hot, get rid of that sheet and just, as I said, try and settle down because it might be too hot for the body. The next one, guys, as I said earlier, don't look at the clock. Now, it's so tempting to do so because you want to know how much sleep you've got left, but it's very important. But again, I want to keep that nice vibe going, guys, that kind of sleep vibe, dare I say. It's just the two of us. Guys, let's take this away. Ooh.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building big castles way on high. Just the two of us. You and I. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Let's get it together, baby. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
Say, absolutely love the tune, and thank you so much for the comments, guys. Keep those comments coming in. Now, as I always say, and it's so important to bear this in mind, guys, is to think very, very carefully about the things that are actually causing you these problems, these moods, because it's not until you're aware of them until you can actually do something about them. Yeah, and it's so important. Now, I'm glancing to the clock and I cannot believe it's nearly 3 o'clock already. Now, at 4 o'clock after my show, don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere, because we have DJ M Saga. And listen, I'm going to big the man up, because I always big him up, and this man's knowledge of Kazumba is absolutely unbelievable. And we also have DJ Missy Annette coming on at 6 o'clock. We also at 8 o'clock have Fitzroy Soul Survivor. I'm going to be listening to that definitely. And we have Mauricio Riaz, I believe, at 10 o'clock. Guys, I'm so excited. But what can I say? Now, I've given you those tips. There are 3 other tips to come. But as you know, at 3 o'clock, those that are familiar with my show, I drop 3 salsa tunes, or at least 2 salsa tunes, because I am a salsa addict. I've been salsing now for 15 years, and I miss it, like we all do. But I've read a lot of posts. I think Heather and Amanda as well, who's behind Whetstone Salsa Club. I agree with them. It will come back, and I think we've just got to keep the dream alive, and it will happen. It's like all things in life. I think as Winston Churchill says, if you're going through hell, keep going. Yeah, don't stop. Just keep going. So the mindset for us is to keep going. And whilst we're doing that, guys, I'm going to drop some salsa to get us into that mood, because it's coming soon. Don't worry, it will be there.
Mi gente,
les quiero decir de una experiencia que le pasó a un familiar. Mi hermano ha perdido la vida solo en la calle, sin que nadie lo supiera. Consejos no cogió, mensaje no escuchó, y por eso él no está conmigo. Estamos todos heridos con la muerte de mi querido hermano. Dios, quítame este dolor. Hoy yo sé que yo no tengo que vivir de esa manera, en la calle perdido. Solo por hoy yo no quiero beber, no me quiero endrogar, yo no quiero morir, yo lo que quiero es vivir. Nuestros familiares, tanto que han sufrido, su dolor es incomparable. Familia, yo sé que aquí toditos identifican con la insanidad. Sufrir, nadie quiere más. Lo que aquí queremos es recuperar. Y ahora se ha iluminado mi vida, porque me han dado otra oportunidad. Yo estoy aprendiendo cómo vivir un día a la vez. Solo por hoy, solo por hoy, solo por hoy. Quiero vivir la vida con claridad. Solo por hoy, yo quisiera vivir siempre tranquilo. Solo por hoy, levantarme y sonreír a la vida. Solo por hoy, si así lo quiso el destino, pues que sea así. Solo por hoy, gracias a Dios por dejarme vivir. Solo por hoy.
Still going, guys. Gotta keep the fire. That was Jimmy Bosch, but this now.
Todo aquel que piense que la vida es desigual tiene que saber que no es así, que la vida es una hermosura, hay que vivirla. Todo aquel que piense que está solo y que está mal tiene que saber que no es así, que en la vida no hay nadie solo, siempre hay alguien. Ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval, es más bello vivir cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval y las penas se van cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval, es más bello vivir cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval y las penas se van cantando. Todo aquel que piense que la vida siempre es cruel tiene que saber que no es así, que tan solo hay momentos malos y todo pasa. Todo aquel que piense que esto nunca va a cambiar tiene que saber que no es así, que al mal tiempo buena cara y todo cambia. Ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval y es más bello vivir cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval y las penas se van cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval, es más bello vivir cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, llorar, la vida es un carnaval y las penas se van cantando. Carnaval es para reír, no hay que llorar, para gozar. Carnaval para disfrutar, hay que vivir cantando. Carnaval, la vida es un carnaval, hay que llorar, todo podemos cantar. Carnaval, ay señores, carnaval, todo aquel que piense que la vida es cruel, carnaval, nunca estará solo, Dios está con él. Para aquellos que se quejan tanto, para aquellos que solo critican, para aquellos que usan las armas, para aquellos que nos contaminan, para aquellos que hacen la guerra, para aquellos que viven pecando, para aquellos que nos maltratan, para aquellos que nos contagian.
Cruz, guys, that was That was my salsa little burst, and like I said, it's anticipating it coming very soon. Now, I've been getting some messages, and thank you again so much for the messages. And one message was actually tomorrow. Thank you so much very much, saying that anxiety it can get worse in the winter, and that is very true. And I was reading a government paper saying that during the winter, because of the clock situation, and obviously it being so much darker, and then being in tier 2 where there are limited shops open, so even that thought of being able to just go out just to walk around the shops has been taken away, and it can be very, very challenging. So first of all, what I want to do is finish off this sleep part, and then we can really talk about how we can tackle this. And we're all different, so there isn't like a magic kind of solution to all of this, but it's important we talk. And I think when you talk, there's the opportunity for you to come out of your subconscious. I speak a lot about this, but 90% of what you do is subconscious. So those that are sitting, listening to this or whatever, you're doing other things. You might have a pen in your hand, you might be doing the washing. All of that stuff you're doing is all subconscious. All right? Now I've mentioned it, you're now thinking, oh yeah, I am doing the washing. Oh, I have got that pen in my hand, because it's become conscious. For example, you're blinking at the moment as I'm speaking. I'm sure you are, okay? But now I've mentioned it, your conscious is like, oh yeah, yeah, I am blinking. But our body needs the subconscious operations, because if you had to keep thinking about blinking every minute of the day, can you imagine your brain would be overloaded? And your brain's designed in a way to take the route of least resistance. So the subconscious is needed. However, I think it's very important to realise that when we can talk about these things and the challenges we all have, you come out of your subconscious. You come out of saying, well, everyone else is down, everyone else feels really miserable. Not necessarily so. Your conscience is about speaking to other people, having conversations with other people. If that doesn't happen, your subconscious takes over into that habitual way of behaving. And that's when you do feel down. And that's when you do feel that you can't achieve anything. Very, very important to come out of that subconscious thinking, especially if it's negative, okay? But we can talk a little bit more about that later on. Let's now carry on from our sleeping challenges. Now, I've seen Sarah Lee do her keep fit exercises with, I think it's a Cuban guy, absolutely exhausting just by watching. And I'm sure she'll agree that exercising is very, very important, because it ties up with the element of sleep. But as well as exercising, I'm going to talk a little bit about yoga. Now, I'm not a specialist, and I'll say this now very clearly, I'm not. However, I spend about 15 minutes doing some very, very basic moves that a friend of mine called Andrea Teja, she does a lot of yoga, but there's a lot of yoga people out there. Every morning, I just go through these movements, and what it does, it really helps me to relax. And what I've started doing it is just before I go to bed, and I've found it's amazing, because what it does, it releases the stresses not just in my body but in my head as well. So, dare I say, it's a very sweet feeling, which takes me very nicely onto Lauren Hill. Sweetest thing. Beautiful.
Unexpected. Multi-dimensional. Am I losing it? Unexpected sound. Refugee on. The sweetest thing I've ever known was like the kiss on a collarbone, the soft caress of happiness, the way you walk, your style of dress. I wish I didn't get so weak. Ooh, baby, just to hear you speak makes me argue just to see how much you're in love with me. See, like a queen upon her throne. It was the sweetest thing I've known. It was So I tell you leave when I mean stay. Warm as the sun dipped in black. Fingertips are small on my back. More valuable than all I own. Like your precious, 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 precious baby, dark skin tone. It was a sweet, the sweetest thing I know. Was it? I tried to explain. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But baby, it's in vain. Speaking on my mother's phone. A touch that makes me think I'm grown. You ain't grown. Sweet prince of the ghetto. Sweet prince of the ghetto. Your kisses taste like Oretto. Intoxicating, intoxicating. Oh, so intoxicating, intoxicating. How sad, it's so sad. How sad that all things come to an end. But then again, I'm not alone. It was a sweetest thing I've known. It was a sweetest thing I've known. Sometimes watch you in your sleep. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Beautiful tune by Lauryn Hill. Absolutely love the tune, and it kind of gets me in that mindset of that kind of relaxing. So we're talking about sleep, and we're talking about how we can overcome the challenges, and they are a challenge, you know, and it seems quite strange, isn't it, not to be able to sleep, but it can be a massive problem, and when you can't, that's when our moods are affected. So let me just give you another tip regarding trying to get that sleep. Now, many of us will sleep in the day. Yeah, I think we call it a power nap. I did some reading a couple of days ago about power naps. Power naps are actually defined as sleeping between 25 and 30 minutes. Yeah, that's actually a power nap. Anything longer than that, they define as disturbing your sleep pattern for when you actually need to sleep. So think about it. A lot of us do drop off and maybe get half an hour sleep, and we do feel better for it. So I'm not saying it doesn't work. However, what they're saying, anything more than that can really affect your actual sleep at night. So try to avoid those sleeps longer than half an hour. Anything like 45 minutes, or definitely an hour. I think they're saying, you know, that's definitely going to change your way of patterns of sleeping, and it can make a massive difference. So that's something you should try to avoid. Now, what do you do to try and avoid that? Possibly go for a walk. Yeah, that can make a difference. Get out of the house. Don't be in that, dare I say, that subconscious where you're sitting in that chair where you always fall asleep after you've had something to eat, or a Sunday dinner or whatever. Yeah, so try and get out of that mindset and go for a walk. Now, this is all a knock-on effect to improving your mood. Why? Because if you don't get enough sleep, it will affect your mood. The next thing I read, guys, is prepare to sleep. Now, I know that might sound weird, but prepare to sleep. And what they were talking about is actually give yourself 30 to 45 minutes to wind down. Yeah, Yeah, 30 to 45 minutes to wind down. In other words, preparing yourself to sleep. And I know that sounds quite counterintuitive, but what they're talking about is realizing that yes, your body's getting ready to sleep, but it's preparing yourself, relaxing, maybe doing that bit of yoga I said earlier on. Why are we doing all this, guys? It's trying to improve your mood. If you don't get enough sleep, this is where your moods are affected. And, you know, it can make a massive difference to what happens and how you do what you do. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to move on to is stress. We've covered irritability. We've covered lack of sleep. Now we're going to move to stress. Now, here's a track which is far from stressful and I'm sure just as relaxing as Lauryn Hill. Enjoy. On and on. So guys, let's have now a look at stress before I give you some solutions to deal, more solutions I should say, to deal with our mood. So stress, as you know, I'm a motivational speaker and I once read that stress is defined as knowing what's right but doing what's wrong. Yeah. Stress in the dictionary term is a feeling of being under too much mental or emotional pressure. I think that really kind of sums up a lot of us during this very, very challenging time. But what I'm going to do is just give you some bullet points, really, things to look at regarding stress and how we can overcome the stress and therefore improve our moods, and obviously improve our moods then have a different outlook on life. So first of all, guys, is the healthy eating. No doubt you've heard this said numerous times. I often say, if you want to start eating healthy, if you're not someone that does it instantly, don't go crazy and start buying fruit left, right and centre. Do it progressively. So what I'm talking about is dropping off a negative. Yeah, get rid of the negative. So for example, if you are eating like chocolate maybe 3 times a day, just have that 1 bar of chocolate in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. Yeah, so just reduce on the things that are not going well. Because I think if we jump into eating healthy straight away, like Brussels sprouts and cabbage, although I don't mind eating that stuff, I think it's a challenge. And remember earlier about that 90%, that 90% being your subconscious mind says to you, I am not liking this at all. Even though your 10% is saying, come on, this is good, this food tastes lovely. Your 90% is saying, look mate, I'm in charge. This is not happening. And what happens, you end up giving into the subconscious mind. So guys, doing it slowly is important, healthy eating. Guys, we spoke about the good sleep. The patterns of sleep, the things to try to do to improve the sleep, that's the next thing to reduce stress. Try to get to bed a little bit early. Look at that room. Is it too hot? Don't look at that clock when it gets up first thing, when you get up in the middle of the night, guys, because it can have massive effects. The physical exercise we spoke about earlier on, yeah? Getting that exercise in, and it could be just a small amount. All your brain needs to know is that you're now taking your health seriously, and that's normally enough to build up a momentum. How many times you tried pushing a car that's broken down? Nightmare. I did it a couple of years ago. Couldn't move it. But eventually I stuck with it, and I managed to get it pushed. And what happened? I built up a momentum, and it was a lot better. So what I'm talking about is building up the momentum. Managing your time, time management. I read somewhere you can't manage your time, you can only manage your priorities. So looking carefully at what time are you singling out for yourself. Because if you're not doing any of that, what happens, dare I say, that 90%, that subconscious mind takes over again. And it starts saying all the things that are kind of things you've heard for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. You have to buck the trend of that 90% thinking. Finally, talking to someone. What's that problem? What do they say? A problem shared is a problem halved. And it's so important to talk to people. I love the community here at OSSR because what everyone's doing is supporting each other. Guys, you can do that by getting on Facebook. You can just get involved, not just in SSR in the chat room, but just get involved in social media. Now, I know social media has its positives, its negatives, but for me, it's so important to realise that it's there to be used as a positive. It's like using a knife. I had a talk a couple of weeks ago, and a very sensitive subject because it was in South London, and I had a knife in my hand, and I said that this is not dangerous. And you can see the teachers weren't happy. You can see by their facial expressions. But I went on then to explain, before I was dragged off the stage, is that this knife could be used as a weapon that we all know about, but also it could be used as a cooking utensil. So the point I'm trying to make, it depends what you do with it, and your mind's exactly the same. It's how you use your mind. Now, I'm going to be coming up with some suggestions to deal with people that just seem to be in a mood all the time. And I know that can be a challenge, especially in this whole lockdown situation. I'm going to give you some tips, but before we do that, guys, I'm going to pick it up, and we're going to have a night to remember.
When you love someone, it's natural, not demanding.
One night to remember. Let's have my shout out before I forget to shout out to, let's get this right now, Sharika, Carl, KJ and all of the Facebook family who have been in the 67 Days Sunshine Challenge. Congratulations to all that participated. Most of them are from abroad, the US, Panama, Canada. We're international, guys. There's no messing about, guys. There's only one station to remember. This is the station to remember. Never mind night to remember. So, guys, let's now give you some solutions to dealing with moody people. All right. Now, I have a couple of friends who have friends that are moody. Not my friends are moody, because all my friends are lovely and they're positive. But I do have a couple of friends that have friends that are moody. So, again, researching, guys. You know, I never claim to be the oracle and the knowledge. All of the stuff I get is I read. And there's a great quote that you probably heard me say before, that readers are leaders and leaders are readers. So you just read. And a couple of things, a couple of tips to help you deal with people that just seem to be in a mood all the time. Okay? Now, here's the first tip, and I think this is very important, and it's kind of looking at how you view them. Yeah? First tip, try to understand that some people are simply going through difficult times. Yeah? I think it's so easy to label. There's a guy called a Swedish philosopher once said that when you label me, you negate me. And to label someone, oh, he's just a moody so-and-so, what you do, you negate the issues that person is possibly going through. Right? So try to understand that simply people are going through difficult times. Now, if there's ever an example of that, it's now. Yeah? So if you are coming across someone who does appear to be moody, please bear that in mind. Now, anyone that listened to my talk on Friday, I quoted from Dr. Wayne Dyer. I've been reading his book that week, and I was talking about his book, Excuses Be Gone. And he says, when you change the way you look at something, the thing you look at will change. I just think it's so important when trying to understand people, is to try to understand that possibly they're going through things that you can never understand. And that's not kind of patronising to yourself or belittling yourself. It's just a fact. Yeah, they're going through things. For example, teenagers. You know, my heart does go to those parents that do have teenagers during the lockdown. Now, I'm not saying they're all a problem, but I've had 2 teenagers, and I've got one coming up who's 8 on Monday, but 8 going 18. But my 2 boys, no, we didn't experience the lockdown, but I can only imagine the challenge it must be. I read some stuff about that. So when teenagers are developing, their prefrontal lobe, which is the front part of their brain which does all the logical thinking, isn't fully developed until the age of 21. I think that's quite important to bear in mind. Yeah, this is not a behavioural thing, this is just a medical thing. So their reasoning is often skew with. So it's often quite difficult to connect with them. And I know when my sons were younger, it was a challenge. But that's what they were going through. So there's the first step to bear in mind, that they could be just having a very, very challenging time because of their age. Now, you might be saying, well, you know, my husband or my partner, he's in his 30s and he's still moody so-and-so. Well, we can deal with that as well. But first of all, guys, I want you to start thinking very carefully about the situations that you are around, just so you can possibly make a difference to them. I'm going to keep the smooth groove going with Angie Stone.
She's not a lover, she's just a friend. I'm stuck in
Gotta love the tune. Gotta love the tune. Hello, V special young lady. How you doing? I hope you're well, guys. We've spoke about how we're going to deal with people that do have these moods, and you know, I know there's a lot of serious issues where people are within the household, where people's moods are such where people feel they can't say anything without there being something coming back in a verbal, sometimes physical sense. So this is obviously a very, very serious subject, and it's looking how we can deal with people that do have those moods. So we spoke about just realizing it's some people have these moods and understanding where they're coming from, but also I think there has to be a point where you as a person that experience it has to be able to get out of that situation, not maybe permanently, but have a break. In other words, take a break from their moods. What you tend to find is a lot of moody people, it's all about attention seeking. However, not giving them the attention is like taking the oxygen away. However, the feeling of being able to exhale is very important, and there's only one lady that can really tell you about that, and that's Whitney Houston. Enjoy.
Everyone falls in love sometimes. Sometimes it's wrong, and sometimes it's right. For every win, someone must fail. But there comes a point when we exhale, yeah, yeah. Say, sometimes you'll cry. Life never tells us the winds are wise. When you've got friends to wish you well, you'll find a point when you will exhale, yeah, yeah. Say, shoot, shoot, shoot-a-doo. Shoot, 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 say shoot, say shoot, say shoot that, say shoot, say shoot that, shoot, 'cause they do. Oh, hearts are often broken when their words unspoken. In your soul there's answers to your prayers. If you're searching for a place you know, a familiar face, somewhere to go, you should look inside your soul. You're halfway there. Sometimes you laugh, and sometimes you cry. Life never tells us the winds are wise, but when you've got friends to wish you well, you'll find your point when you will exhale. Say shoot back, shoot back, shoot back, shoot back, shoot back, shoot back.
Thank you so much for the comments, and it's such a shame I'm getting close to the end of the show, but let's give you a few more tips really to, as I said earlier, to deal with those mood situations that close people to you that are under. I spoke about teenagers, and teenagers' prefrontal cortex isn't developed until the age of 21. That's not excusing their behaviour, but I've had two teenage sons, and it was a challenge. Yeah, they're dropping into these moods that I just couldn't understand myself. Yeah, it didn't make any sense at all. But then the argument could be, well, what about if I got a 30-year-old, 35-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old boyfriend or girlfriend that I'm still getting problems with? What about dad? What about mum? How do I deal with that? As I stated earlier, sometimes you need to exhale, so you need to get that break. You need to get away. It doesn't mean you go away for good, which might be the end result, but for now, just to get that break. A number of approaches you can have. The next one is to realise, to address that the moody behaviour is not the person, it's just the behaviour. Does that make sense? So it's the behaviour the person's adopted, it's not who the person is. Now, the argument can be, if this continues, yes, that person then becomes the behaviour, and they're just like moody full stop. However, before you're quick to say, oh God, he's off in the mood, it's just a pattern he's adopted or she's adopted for a reason. And often they just need that conversation just to find out what's going on. And sometimes you need to do this with yourself, because I think, I do believe that sometimes we do need to talk to ourselves, because it's about asking those questions perhaps you're finding difficult to ask that need to be asked. So the next tip is to realise that that person's behaviour generally is not who they are, it's just their behaviour. When my son was younger, his bedroom was untidy I should say, and I used to say to him, son, you're just so untidy. And I realised that wasn't true. The fact was his bedroom was untidy, but not him as a person. And I think words can be so destructive at times, and he then took that on as a mantle. He used to say, well, I'm untidy now, why should I bother? So look very carefully at a person's behaviour and try to single that person's behaviour, not as the person, but just for that particular situation. Okay? Next thing, guys, which is really important, is to find a time to talk to that person when that person isn't in that mood. Now, I know a lot of you might be saying, well, Steve, he or she's always in that mood, and I can never get that point where I can talk to them about how I feel. I know it's difficult, but you have to look for that times, and there will be times. And I know sometimes you think, well, I don't want to bring it up, Steve, because it's going to kind of bring the mood down. However, it does need to be brought up at a point where that person is receptive to a conversation. So yes, I am talking about a friend who has a friend in this situation, and she struggled with her friend, a female friend, because she has these mood swings that she's really, really struggling with. So I've said to her, look, you need to talk to her when things are going well. And like I said earlier, she doesn't want to. Why? Because she doesn't want to bring the mood down, she wants to keep it high. But I said, listen, that is the time to bring it up. Okay? And maybe make a note to yourself to the things you need to say to that person. Because often you can be a bit tongue-tied and not come up with the right things when you're face-to-face with them. But if you say to them, look, I need to talk to you now, Mary. I've made a list of some of the things that when you are in a bad mood that you say and do, and I don't want it to affect our relationship. That approach, I think, is a lot better than trying to bring it up when someone's in that mood and you're actually saying to them, look, I can't get on with you. This is what's going on, because you will invariably get an argument. And that's the last thing you want. Now, I'm going to drop into Luther Vandross, not my finishing Luther Vandross, but another Luther Vandross. Just give me the reason. Love it.
What's there to say? There's nothing
so close to the end of the show. I really have enjoyed. I enjoy it every week, but in particular, I really enjoyed the comments today. Thank you so much, Sarah, Tamara, and Sibi. I really appreciate all of the comments. Big shout out. There is a young lady whose birthday is tomorrow. My daughter's birthday. Sharika is her birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday tomorrow, the same day as my daughter's. So guys, we're getting near the end. Don't you dare go anywhere, because I'll be coming round. Well, I won't be coming round because of the lockdown. But anyway, don't you dare go anywhere, because DJ M Saga, I call him Mr. Coffee Man. He knows that. He doesn't mind that. He's just a great guy. Listen to him. I say this all the time. Watch him get going, telling you about the background of some of these artists. Here's a man that lives and breathes Kazumba. You know, the man is amazing. So I'm bigging you up, sir, because you deserve it. You're amazing. And Take the Show Away is something he does so naturally. So looking forward to listening to you later on, sir. We have a great lineup. We have Missy Eniette coming up. We have Fitzroy, Soul Survivor coming up, and we have Rizzo Riez coming up, which I'm really looking forward to as well. So guys, don't go anywhere. This is the only place to be. This is the only place to learn. Now guys, I'm going to quick summary and just say, guys, I hope you found all these tips useful. I will be doing a recording. Someone's asked me. That will happen, and I will be back in 2 weeks' time. I'm also looking at getting guests. So I do have a guest who is in the wings. Hopefully that will be happening very, very shortly, because we want to get some interactive going on. But guys, as you know, I always finish off with my main man. He's still here. He's back again. It's Luther. Take it away, sir. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the show.
There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000,000 days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up but you weren't there and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late, the boss is so demanding. Opened the door up and to my surprise there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another